The new year off with some fun for the whole family.
And our game guru, Jenn Bartlett, who is also a librarian at the Manchester Public Library, is here to show us how to set up a game called DroPolter.
So this is...
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. A very chilly Happy New Year to us all. But a great time to be inside and playing some board games.
I'm absolutely with you.
What a great activity for the families, right?
I don't see a whole lot going on here.
No, we don't have a whole lot going on. So this is by Oink Games. They're a company out of Japan, and their whole thing is doing games in these itty-bitty, teeny-weeny boxes.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Which is really nice because it doesn't take up as much space in the playroom or the house, right?
Yep, very portable. I talk a lot about games that you can take places as well, too. You know, if you're out with the kids, Nicole, it's easy to stuff in the bag.
Is this a game for kids? Like, what age are we talking?
I would say as long as you feel like they won't be tempted to put the tiny pieces in their mouth, they could probably play with it.
Okay, all right. So then I should understand this one.
Yeah, it's a language-independent game, which I talk about a lot as well. But the object of the game is to have 5 of these bells in your hand.
Okay.
So that's going to be a little easier than we think it is. Okay. Because what we are doing is we are going to be putting these really oddly shaped items in our hand, in one hand. And when I draw a card, we are going to have to, from our hand, our one hand, fish out a Cheez-It. I'm going to call it a Cheez-It.
Okay.
A ring and a little spade.
Okay.
And you can't drop other items. So this is a dexterity game.
Okay.
Because we're using that one hand to kind of drop and drop and drop.
Okay.
And the first person to do that gets a bell.
Gets a bell.
So the card that you draw applies to all players?
It does,
gotcha.
Yes. So we're all playing at the exact same time, and we are racing to be the first one to complete whatever is on this card.
What if there's a tie?
Generally, there isn't a tie.
Okay.
I can be our decisioner, but just really shout out like, I did it, or whatever you want to say.
All right.
The cards range from very easy to one item to not so easy, where there's...
Oh my God, there are 4 of them.
4 of them on there, although that might be easier than just getting the one item out. And you would think that, oh yeah, it's going to be easier to have more, you know, as you're going along and winning each card. These bells are very slippery.
What happens if you drop a bell?
If you drop a bell, you lose the bell.
No. And you want to keep your 5 bells, right?
You want to be the first to be...
So you're putting the bells in with these parts.
So you're clogging up your hand here with more things, these slippery and round bells.
That's great.
And you don't want to drop them. And again, you want to be the first one to have 5 bells in your hand.
Okay.
So that is the game. So
right. Well, there were bells on the hill, and I never heard them ringing.
There were.
Until there was you.
So we can kind of do a practice round here of sorts. I'll shuffle up our cards.
Okay.
So we put our objects in our hand.
And you put your objects in whatever hand you think is going to be your lucky hand. Yep, you'll shake it up like you're doing.
All right. We're going to do 2 cards, and then...
So I'll get myself ready here.
Right, Jen is getting ready. Here we go. Okay.
So what is the 5 bells card? Or
I think this is just reminding us that we
need to collect the 5.
Yeah, the back of the card does have the 5.
Of the card. Got it.
Okay. So we're gonna go.
I'm gonna flip.
Flip, and then we all try to do it.
I mean, we're all gonna try to get. All right. So
Nicole did it. Wow, that was really good.
So you would get a bell.
And then I put these back in my hand.
I put the back in your hand.
Put them back in your hand.
And we start all over again.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Should I draw a card?
Go ahead.
We can draw a card.
Let's do one more. I think we have time for one more.
What is that? Oh, my God.
All right, ready?
Ready, we're going? All right.
Done.
Oh,
all right.
Wow, Scott.
So, Scott,
I lost my bell.
And you would get the bell.
I get the bell. All right.
Well, the bell is ringing. We got to toss it out to Olivia, but we're going to stick around and play this game over on the wax in the next half hour. So stay tuned for that. More dexterity to come.
This morning, we're at the New England Accordion Connection and Museum. Take a look inside this hidden gem. Coming up, we'll bring you inside here and meet the owner who started it all.